So this whole thing is about experimentation. Okay, so there we go. That looks better now. Okay. I think that's enough for that one for now. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the one that has multiples. And I'm going to drag this brush all the way across. Again, not really thinking about it, not trying to make a specific picture, okay? Then bubble wrap is great. I'm going to paint some acrylic on that. You could use your roller, or I'm going to use a brush on this one. So here, I put some paint on there, and then I'm going to come in. Here, I'll show you what I just did right over there. Okay, some over here, over here. Definitely going to have to figure this camera out. That one. So again, I'm working across all surfaces. So there's a conversation going on. It's almost, even though they're abstract, it's almost like they're different people or personalities. And in fact, that is what I'm going to do later. Is I'm going to put those faces on, like the postcards I made. Here, I'll just, some of you have already seen these, but I'll just show really quickly. So there's one guy, there's my other guy, and I will be sending these to you. So, got bubble wrap on every single one. Now I'm gonna go back to my first one. So the whole thing is like a dance. You're going back and forth, between all of either the painting, each piece of paper, or the gridded paper. So you get a dialogue, a conversation going on. Okay, back with this guy. I'm gonna use this thing that Matt came up with, which was the steel wool on a stick. It made a really interesting, it's kind of absorbent, almost like a sponge. Made a really interesting work. So now I'm going to put in I still like this one a lot. Okay, so what I'm thinking is if you can get like 3 or 4, maybe even 6 of these, when they dry, this could either be the finished thing, or then we can start layering objects and other things on top. Could be sticks. I'm going to get into that more. Another idea is to make a bunch of viewfinders out of paper and go around and go, this Adele showed this in her video. The light, I gotta work on this lighting. Go around and find, like, oh, that could be a composition. Maybe we need a bigger viewfinder. There's a possible composition. So you can either leave it as is, or you could cut. You could mark and cut these out and then put them next to each other, and you have some compositions that can either exist as is, or we can blow them up on a larger canvas, which I will show you next class. So here was the paper from the first class, one of the papers that I made. And thing is super big. Actually, I like the whole thing just the way it is. It looks kind of like cave painting on a wall. I could collage something on this whole thing, or I could get that viewfinder going again, and I could find different sections that I like and mark them off. But actually, I like this one the way it is, just the way it is. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to make a series of a conversation of multiples. Okay, I think more could be added to this. So now I've got this red, I think it's a watercolor pencil from scrap today. I'm trying to hit the store before everything closes. Okay, come in with some, I like, yeah, the China marker. I like that better. Come back with the white thing. Maybe even come in with a finer black brush. To work on this camera. Love the bubble wrap. Okay, so I think you're getting the idea of what I'm doing here. And then, I mean, again, I could use the viewfinder and find, you know, there's so many compositions even within these little ones, but I think these function pretty well on their own. And like I said, I'm going to use these to make my postcards that I'm going to start sending to people every day while we are in this new reality. Okay, that is it for a conversation of multiples.